Hey guys, it's Suzanne and welcome to my 43-week update. So this is just going to be a short update. We have a really busy day today, but I wanted to come on here and say hi and see how you guys were doing and let you know about my week and my weigh-in. Last week I told you guys that I set up some monthly goals for November. One of those was to kick peanut butter to the curb, and I have done really well this week. I have not had any peanut butter and it's gone really well. I definitely had a couple days where I wanted it and I was like, nope, I committed to this and I'm not going to have it. Exercise is something that I have failed on this week. I had planned to go back into the gym and I made excuses during the week. I really have like a mental block against working out, and I think it's because in the past so many times that's what I thought the key was, and I would go in the gym so much and I hated it. I was miserable. So I think for me what I'm going to try to start doing is just going for walks and doing things that I enjoy and getting exercise that way, because that way it doesn't feel like a punishment and I actually enjoy it and I'm still, getting out there and moving around. The gym is kind of beneficial because they have the weights and that's really what I want to focus on. So I need to, settle on doing that as well, but I did not get in there this week. So that is definitely my goal for this week, is to work on lifting weights and just going down there, even if it's just for 30 minutes or an hour, and doing it. Another thing I started doing was checking my blood ketones. I didn't do this at first because I didn't want to get discouraged by, oh gosh, I'm like not in ketosis and is this even worth it? Or I'm not in ketosis, so let me just have a cheat meal. I didn't want to go down that road. And really it was just a lot of changes for me when I started, and I didn't want to obsess over it. I just needed to be kind to myself, make the changes I was doing, and do as best as I could. So I wanted to show you guys because I was terrified of doing the tracking. I don't like getting shots. I'm a big baby and I was so nervous about it. But it was seriously, I felt silly afterwards. I got the Lancet, and that is what pricks your finger. And I held it to my finger and I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. So I went to my husband. I'm like, can I prick your finger and do yours first, and you can tell me how it feels? And he was like, okay. So he's like, it's really not bad at all. So I think part of it is knowing that you're going to press the button yourself. So I came out in the kitchen and I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3. And I still didn't do it. And then I was like, okay, this is so silly. And I just did it. And it honestly did not hurt at all. I squeezed my finger a little bit because I was like, did it work? Did it go? Did it happen? And the blood came out and it was just really not anything like what I thought it was going to be. I think I had it built up in my head that it was going to hurt and it was going to be uncomfortable. And it was so easy. This morning I was like, oh my gosh, I want to check it again and see how it is. So I'm going to check it really quick right now and show you guys what the process is like so that you know. So mine comes in this little case, and I'll have the one that I have linked below. I just got it on Amazon, and it's a little Precision Extra. Now, the hardest thing about this is the strips are very expensive, but you can look, and there's some Canadian pharmacies and eBay and Amazon. You just have to kind of shop around. The ones that I got were about, I think they were about $1.50 per strip. So I'm not going to test every day because that does add up, but I'm going to test just to see how things go. So it's really easy. You just turn it on and you insert the strip. So then you take your Lancet and you just pull back to load it up, and then you put it on your finger like this and you press it. Doesn't hurt at all. And then I'm just going to put the sample here onto the strip. Okay. And now it's calibrating right now. Okay, so 1.4. So that's how it works. And it's just really cool to see what your ketones are. Yesterday when I measured, it was first thing in the morning and they were at 1. Now, the optimal range for nutritional ketosis for like optimal zone is 1.5 to 3.0. But it's anything over 0.5. So I'm definitely in a good range, and it's just really fun to see the numbers and to be able to track it and see how different foods interact with your body and how they work with your ketone production. So that's just something that I've started doing, and it's really fun to check and see. And if you guys are interested in doing it, I promise you it does not hurt. I held back on it for a long time because I was like, I don't want to stick myself, and it seems extreme, but it's really not. It's so quick and easy, and it's really awesome to be able to see what your ketones are. So let's go ahead and get to this week's weigh-in. Good morning, guys, and welcome to my 43-week weigh-in. 198.2. So that's a loss of 1.2 pounds for the week and a 43-week loss of 90.8 pounds. So I'm super excited to be at the 90-pound mark, and 100 pounds is right behind it, which is completely unbelievable to me, but it's so close, and it's going to be a really awesome milestone to reach. Another thing that's really cool is my wedding ring was getting way too big, and I had a guard on it because it would literally fall off. And I was so bummed because I contacted the manufacturer and it was like, hey, can I get this size down? I went in and got my ring measured. When I was married, my ring size was an 8, and now I'm like a 5.5 to a 5 3/4. So my ring size drastically went down. And it was really awesome because the people at Blue Nile were able to take my ring. I just sent it out, and they were going to resize it for free. And they were really awesome about finding out about my weight loss and things like that. So I'm super excited to get my wedding ring back and to have it fit properly because the guard is really annoying to have on. So it's definitely a non-scale victory for me for this week. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a really great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.